But the reason I think specialty treatment is so necessary, especially for young people, is we look at one of our typical students on Carter House. He's 15. He's just starting to enter like his adolescent years. He's looking at being an adult in a couple of years. He does not really know who he is, what he's about. All he knows is, I don't feel good. I feel better when I use substances. I don't know if that's a problem because he doesn't have the years of experience to say, "Oh, this gets worse."
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
They
right.
have me tell them it gets worse, and they can believe me or not. But even at their time in Telos or wherever program they're in, they can see through trial and error inside the program. Well, every time I go substance seeking and I try to AWOL or run off of the campus to go get, a beer or cigarettes on the corner, it gets worse for me inside of this program. So, what we focus on in Carter House and in specialty treatment in general, what I focused on all the times I was in treatment were those skills that we talked about. So, like looking at emotional regulation, we're looking at the very vague idea of one of these young people feels bad. Substance use is the solution to that. And one of the things that I kind of do with the boys is I'll poke at, well, why do you feel bad? Trying to get some of those more specific answers. And it almost always comes down to, I'm anxious. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no direction. I feel othered. I feel isolated,
Hmm. Hopeless.
hopeless. So the solution for those feelings, just like the solution I had found, was substances for them because it's easy. That's usually offered to them for free from their
Hmm.
schools, from their peers. So we need to look at very specific skills on what to do about that substance use and then how we can replace that substance use as the solution with something that won't get you in more trouble. Um, so I like to cast a very wide net with specialty substance use treatment. Not everyone's going to have that one thing,
Right.
but everyone's going to know by the time they go through substance use treatment, I'm using this as a solution. Here are the other solutions I can use until I find that one thing that works for me or until these solutions are acceptable for me.
Hmm.
Um, so, what substance use treatment will usually teach you is those specialty skills, and it will also introduce recovery communities to the people who are seeking treatment. So that does two things. One, now instead of automatically knowing my only way to fix how I'm feeling is to turn to substances, I also know whether I want to apply these skills or not. I can do these five things that I've identified in my substance use treatment. I can call a trusted friend and ask for support. I can very honestly express how I'm feeling, process it, have someone listen to me without offering, solutions. Just express how I'm feeling. That gets rid of some of the weight of what this feeling carries.
Hmm.
I can use these DBT skills, these CBT skills. I can go engage in a hobby or something that I feel passionate about while I ride the distress of this craving and wait for it to die down. So they'll know that there are these options instead of the only solution they know of is substance use. It also introduces that community that I was talking about.
Yeah.
There are, there's something really powerful in knowing I'm not the only one who's found this solution, and I'm not the only one who's found that this solution doesn't work for me in the long run.
Right.
It makes things worse, and it becomes a problem in and of itself. So a lot of specialty substance use programs will introduce their clients to AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, different 12 steps organizations. There are other organizations that aren't those. There's Smart Recovery, Addicts to Athlete, and it's basically showing everyone all of these people have struggled with what you're struggling with. Look at them. You could have lives like theirs. There is hope for you.
Yeah.
You just need to be willing to do this amount of work and call someone.
Right.
So that's why I feel very passionately about it. I would say probably one or two students a year I have at Carter House know specifically this is my problem. This one problem is my problem, and this is why I use drugs.
Right.
Most of them don't have that
Most
insight.
of them haven't got there yet.
And so we're working on, well, let's at least see what you can do other than turn to drugs while you still explore that stuff.